There is no conspiracy. The government admitted it. Chemtrails are real. They've been spraying us for decades, and you wonder why you're always sick, tired, your immune system's low. This is why.
These lines in the sky, and you're told, well, it's just condensation, it's water vapor. You know that maybe that's not the right explanation because water vapor dissipates and doesn't remain in the sky for like 20 minutes after the plane leaves. So that suggests bigger particles in the mist, the particulate matter in the mist. Is that correct?
Exactly correct. If you see, for example, breath condensing, if you see some researchers in the Arctic and their breath is condensing because it's very cold, do they get a cloud starting to form over their head? If you have a vehicle that's exhaust is condensing in the morning, you have a freeway with giant clouds hanging over it from the condensation from the vehicles in some cold region. No, that's not how condensation behaves.
The term chemtrails, you say, is a propaganda term designed to discredit people who ask sincere questions about what the hell am I looking at? What are these lines in the sky that we have all seen?
They're sprayed particulate dispersion. There is no theory in this equation. And again, my journey into this whole battle of now 27 years, but from what these aircraft were emitting, I knew that could not be condensation. When I began to research, I was very surprised at the mountain of information on geoengineering, solar radiation management. And I looked for primary elements. I began to test my precipitation. I hoped I would not find these elements in my rain because I knew if I did, it would change the entire course of my life. I cannot look the other way. I came up with 7 parts per billion in my first rain test over the next 18 months because I took that long in researching before I was willing to speak out on this issue. At the end of 18 months, I had single rain events with 3,450 parts per billion of aluminum in my rain. This is bioavailable free-form aluminum, which is toxic to all life forms, period. Primary element named in climate engineering patents, and we have the world's most recognized geoengineers specifically stating on film on the record their goal of using aluminum in these programs because of its high reflectivity with no consideration of the consequences. So again, this elephant in the sky that we are told is a conspiracy theory is exactly what the entire global climate science community says we need to deploy immediately to slow down the warming of the planet. Stated purpose to deflect some of the sun's incoming thermal energy. We know these programs, not surprisingly, are making a bad situation worse, not better. And Tucker, they're being used as a form of warfare.